everybody. I'm Gale. This is Jack.
Doggies. Don't forget Roscoe. Roscoe's
goodness.
right here. Ziggy. Sorry,
Ziggy's
this is
here.
Ziggy.
Roscoe's under my legs.
Yeah, Roscoe's
All
in his
right.
favorite spot.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I'm Gale. This is Jack. Ziggy's here asleep by me, and Roscoe's underneath my legs. It's his favorite place to sleep. Well, we wanted to let you know why we were late with our video this week. We're hoping to, turn out videos at least every Saturday for everybody, and
Life's kind of getting in the way.
life's gotten in the way.
Yeah, life kind of threw us a curve. Our last video, we were ready to go. And, life kind of threw us a curve, and the curve was the transmission went out again for the third time in 17 months and 17,000 miles. So the transmission had gone out the first time towards the end of December of 23. And so we get it rebuilt, and we make it like 13 months. We make it 1 month after the warranty runs out. Naturally, it's kind of the way it always seems to go. And so we got to get it rebuilt again. The guy kind of cut us a break. It was basically half of what it was the first time. It was what, $2,300 first time, and then to get it done the second time was like a little over $1,200. And but the thing is, the guy blamed it on my little tube. I'll have to show you the tube later. Anyhow, he told me that the transmission, it was basically my fault, is what he was saying, that the tube was clogged with carbon and that it basically ruined the transmission. Well, he handed me the little tube he cut off, and naturally I just got to, blow through it. I'm like, it's not clogged. And so the problem with his story is, I happen to know, I've been around gearheads my whole adult life. And I started learning when I was probably 16, 17 years old what a Turbo 400 was, which is the type of transmission in this van. And so he's got two things wrong. One, it was not clogged. And number two, I know what happens to a transmission when it loses the vacuum. The RPMs will go higher and it'll shift hard. And it didn't show any signs of anything other than it started slipping in third gear when we were darn near the East Coast. And luckily we were able to nurse it home. We pulled into with that Walmart. It was like, I don't know, 9 o'clock at night. It's snowing, and I drained the fluid out and bought all the stuff. Had to buy an oil pan and all this oil, and then the anti-slip stuff. I got 2 quarts of that. Well, we were lucky. We were able to nurse it home. But this time, so we were starting our next video, adventure, and we went to Rifle Falls, Colorado. And we pull up to the window, and I pull up about a foot too far by accident. So I put it in reverse and back up, and it's like, there's nothing there. And so I'm like, well, without reverse, we're kind of hosed. So we just came back home, and now we're scheduled. We have to take it in tomorrow morning, and we're just going to hang out with some friends in the meantime. But boy, it's been a real hassle because, we got to get all the food out of here, find some place to store it, and
Hopefully get it back this week.
Yeah, and so hopefully they'll get on it and get it done because this is our home. So okay, so it's been let's see, since the last rebuild, and what was it? About 1st of February, I think it was. We got 2,627 miles, and it went out again. So luckily, it's supposedly under warranty. We'll see. Third time's a charm.
Hopefully,
hopefully third time's a charm. And I think we ought to name this video "Third Time's a Charm" because this better be it. Because some of the places we go, we go to Moab and stuff like that. We're out in the middle of nowhere. You get a tow truck out there, it's probably like $1,000, to get them to come tow you. So we got lucky.
We just don't need to be breaking down.
Yeah, we don't need to be breaking down. But so that's going to be a never-ending process of working on a 40-year-old van, keeping the wheels turning. So.
Jeez.
Huh.
Let me look at, now listen, you said you could get a tranny. Why don't you get a tranny? We'll put it in for free for you. Because I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it again.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Some other stuff is kind of getting in our way. We sold our house that we built. Gale and I, we built the house. We started it. Oh boy, it was Thanksgiving weekend of 2016, and we got our CO for it in December of 18. So it took us just right at 2 years. And we had collected all kinds of stuff. And then me, I've got, with my welding stuff, I've been a welder metal fabricator forever. And so I've got all this material and stuff like that. So we collect a lot of stuff, but then COVID hits. And COVID just really kind of destroyed everyone, So we things weren't really working out there that well, so we decided to pull anchor. We just don't want to use it anymore. We want to move on, and we want to do the van life thing, and it costs a lot of money to store the stuff. So for now,
what it amounts to is we have a couple of storage containers full of the rest of our life belongings that's been there for the last couple of years. We've decided to do the van life. This is something that we both really want. And we still have to liquidate what's in those containers. So we're going to be touching back and forth, coming back and forth to where the containers are stored, and trying to go through it and putting part of it back on the market, probably through eBay and maybe Marketplace or something where we can, hopefully sell those things that we don't,
that we're just not going to use anymore.
Need,
yeah,
and fully get ourselves in van life, because this is really what we want to do.
Yeah. I don't have the use for all the tools, welding tools and stuff like that.
I needed for years. I don't need knitting machines anymore. He's not going to be a welder anymore, and
I'm going to be a drone pilot.
It's just time to let things go.
What are we going to be? Cinematographer, editor, drone pilot, licensed drone pilot.
Right.
Which I don't know if you know, that's a real pain. It's like getting a real pilot's license. It's amazing what they make you go through. So she's going to get the license.
We'll both fly.
Yeah, we'll both fly, but that's kind of how we're starting out. Eventually, we both want to be able to do everything. So
right now we need to get.
I don't know if I wanted to say sorry about the high volume. The volume was too high in the second video. Yeah. So sorry about it. We're working on editing.
We're new on editing.
Yeah, I've been welding forever, and now I got it on a computer, and I don't know. It's hard. So
right now we need to get over the hurdles that we have.
Yep. And then
transmission, and one other hurdle that we just overcame was on our last drone flying.
Oh yes, I forgot.
We had an accident.
On the very first one, on the intro that lasted like a minute and a half.
We had an accident. The drone hit a tree, and it crashed and hit the road. And when we had turned around, and actually we had found where it crashed, because the lens filter was shattered on the ground.
Which means it landed camera down.
But the drone was gone. Somebody had picked it up before we were able to get back to it.
Yeah.
And so we just replaced the drone, and hopefully we'll be getting some drone footage.
Well, we spent like an hour looking for it too. I'm looking on the controller, and she's out walking around looking in the trees and looking everywhere. But on the controller, it said that there was no power. And I later realized, after finding that it was, really gone, that it probably somebody just pulled the battery.
We were trying to track.
They probably knew. They knew that if they pull the battery out, you can't track it. So
anyway, so we've had a couple of setbacks.
Yeah.
And we're just ready to get back out there.
Yeah.
So as soon as the van comes back from getting the transmission,
we'll
be back on the road again.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff lined up. I don't know, Grand Mesa, Moab,
We're planning to first take on Colorado.
Yeah.
And see it fully.
Yeah, we'll just kind of start this area.
To...
There's so many ghost towns and beautiful mountains and mines, and there's so much here to see in Colorado that, I've lived here almost my whole life, and there's still so much I haven't seen yet. So
I haven't.
Yeah, and she hasn't. So we're gonna pick it apart. and we'll try to bring it to you as best we can. And you know, if you
there's
got any
any
ideas,
place that any of you know in Colorado that you'd like to see,
Yeah.
we do not, because I don't know Colorado.
if
Please let us know, and we'll certainly look at it.
yeah, leave stuff in the comments of if you know you've got some secret places you'd like to share with everybody,
Yeah, we'd love to go
and
find them.
we'll go find them.
Definitely.
But yeah, there's so much stuff. It's going to be pretty amazing. So, anywho,
So while we're in town, Jack picks up work here maybe once a month.
yeah, something like that. It comes and goes. Sometimes I get like I may work for a whole week. Sometimes I get really busy, but then I won't work for a month.
usually, though.
Yeah, not usually though. No, it's usually
No, a couple of days.
a couple of
maybe.
days a month, something like that is usually how it goes. But
So
we're gonna go out and we're gonna come back and we kind of like to hear some some places from you guys. You know, it'd be nice to know what great little spots you'd like to maybe that went there as a kid and you'd love to see it now. What's it look like now? Some neat little place. So we'd like
I
to hear
don't
from
know
you.
Colorado very well at all. I've been to some places, but if there's any great places that you would really like us to go visit,
Yeah.
just let us know.
I've lived here almost my whole life, but there's still so much that I haven't seen, especially the western half. The eastern half, we're probably not going to go there too much. I don't know. It's hard to say. Eastern Colorado is not really a beautiful place. We might go to a drive-in theater or something out there.
Maybe.
There might be something to draw. Maybe a tornado. They get
Just
tornadoes
don't know
out there all the
what's out
time.
there, really.
Yeah, we don't know what's out there. So who knows? We might find some.
So hopefully we'll do some searching and see what we can find.
Yeah, we
if
might
there's anything
find-
of great interest out there, we'll go out
There might
there
be
as
something
well.
out there. Yeah.
Anyways.
But also, what we got, like, there's more stuff we have to do with the van. We've been working on this van since April of last year. So it's like 14 months now we've been working on this van. And we've got some more stuff coming up that's going to blow your mind. I mean, when you look at the top, you got to figure this is how my brain works. It does crazy stuff. And it'd be interesting to hear if you guys can guess at what you think we're going to do. But you're not going to be able to guess.
No, I don't think so.
But it's going to be great. It's going to be
We
something
still have things to do, definitely.
you've never seen before in your life. I think it's pretty safe to say, especially one of them. So, but we're looking forward to sharing that with you. We'll probably make videos on me, us, whatever, doing these projects. So, what else? We've got the Expo.
Oh, yes.
We just signed up for it's an Overland Expo it's like Mountain West. It's going to be in Loveland, Colorado on August. I think it's the 24th to the 26th. Maybe it's the 22nd to the 4th. You have to look it up, or we'll let you know later. It's a little while out yet.
Yeah, it's a little ways
And
out.
we're hoping to get accepted as like a what do you call them? An exhibition or not exhibition? What is it? Somebody that not exhibition.
Not an
Woo,
exhibition.
striptease.
No,
What do
no,
you call
not
them?
that.
What do you call 'em?
Exhibitor
Exhibitor. There you go. Brain fart.
of one of the older models. Not, of course, not a new one. But
Yeah. I'd imagine
Anyways,
we're gonna stick out like a sore thumb because everything's gonna be nice, new. What do they call those sprinters and
yes, we're not that.
stuff? We're not a sprinter. We're very different. So, but I don't know. This fan's got so much cool stuff. It's pretty neat. It's been a lot of fun.
So we hope to
what we got?
see if you'd like to come and meet us. That's where we'll be in
Yeah.
August. So we're looking forward to meeting everybody
Yeah.
and seeing all the just everything that's there that they offer.
Yeah.
It'll be very exciting, I think.
Yeah, and actually, Loveland is my old hometown. I
Yeah.
lived there from 1973 until
Kind of exciting to go back.
2016.
Get to see some old
Yeah.
friends. They'll probably come and see us.
Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. So,
I'll be able to see a few friends myself. That'll be nice.
yeah, maybe some of my old girlfriends will show up.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will.
Actually, I'll bet I don't recognize anybody. I mean, because we've been through there before, and it's weird that I lived there so many years, and it's like I don't know anybody there anymore. I've got one friend really left there, and that's about it. So everybody else is.
But
Yeah. I don't know. We're itching to have a lot of fun, and we're kind of hoping to I don't know, be part of your family. I don't know, we want to hear from you. And like I say, we're going to be in future videos, be probably talking a lot about our past, our history together, and even before.
Well, I'm sure some of our history.
Some of the history, some of it's, you can make a movie about it, but we can't tell you.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. So anyhow,
Hope you enjoy the adventure that we're about to
embark on again. So as soon as I get it done, we'll let you know. So I guess we'll see you guys next time, huh? Bye-bye.